Hello all and welcome to the show. Been having some major PC issues this morning here in New Zealand. To the point, if anyone knows a good new computer, drop me a comment. I'll have a look at it because I need a new computer. But anyhow, welcome to the show and yeah, what have we got? Well, just me at the moment. So Mike Sheehan might show up today. I even put the flag up for him. And he didn't show up. Gave me grief. So what I thought we would do is every other week now we'd put up another new flag, and also and oh sorry, Mike just sent me a thing. Great flag. Send me the link. Oh, okay. So I knew that would get him going. So if I quickly just invite the young fella to our show, he might come in. Here we go. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, anyway, as I said, I thought we'd start every week with another flag for another union. So this week it's Mid-Canterbury. And club jersey is Mackenzie. I know they're not Mid-Canterbury, they're South Canterbury. But I thought we'd start wearing a few of the jerseys that we have floating around the Rabbits Bar. So well done to Mid-Canterbury for making the show this week, and also Mid-Canterbury for being flag of the week. So anyhow, I'll as I wait to see if Mike does jump in, we'll start with the Super Rugby. Wow. So we had, we'll have a quick look at what all the results were from last weekend. And as you can see there, huge win for the Chiefs up there at Bay Oval last Friday night, 56-22. The Blues, well, their woes continue. And the 09 is in 9th place, as you'll soon see on the table. But the Reds were just far too dominant for the Blues, really, at 35-21. If you disagree, throw all our comments and we'll read your comments as we go through the show. On Saturday, Moana Pacifica kept the Drua on the road low, wins on the road low, and of course the Crusaders just dominant against the Highlanders, and of course just in time to hear me go whoop whoop whoop, it is Mr. Mike Sheehan. Hurricanes 35, Brumbies 29, the result of the season. Good afternoon, Mike. How are you? No, can't hear you, Mike. Or is it me? No, it's definitely you. I'll just double check that I've got my headphones on. Show Bluetooth devices. I'm connected, so it's definitely your end. So that's okay. He's gone away. He'll come back again. So, yes. So, as I said, Hurricanes, huge result there by 35-29. And we'll try and see if we can get Mike on again. Mike?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. So,
yeah. Good afternoon.
How are you? So, are you liking the flag, are you?
Yep, she's a grand flag you got in the back there, mate. All we need to do now is find you a decent playing strip.
Oh, well, today it's, as I said at the top of the show, it's Mackenzie country this week. So we'll be putting out a few as we go along throughout the rest of the year anyway to highlight different clubs. But just looking at those results, they all went much of a muchness. The Drew's woes continue, as we've just said, going down to Moana Pacifica. The Crusaders are just looking dangerous. But really, I mean, I picked the Hurricanes to win by 3. They won by 6. How good was that the Hurricanes put it together and defeated, for the first time in years, the Brumbies in Canberra?
Yeah, that was a great game. There was a lot of standout performances in that game, especially from the wingers and, of course, Billy Proctor Yeah, there's plenty of wingers to choose from going forward towards the ABs, I think.
Yeah, and the other thing was too, I was a bit worried about the way the game was going because, unfortunately, I've got to be honest, the Hurricanes were trying to find every way to lose that game, were they not?
Yep, they were. There was a couple of dodgy calls by Paul Williams that I didn't agree with, but that's the nature of the beast. You just got to take it on the chin. But I think the Hurricanes were, that was their game to lose, and luckily they didn't lose it, so she's all good.
No, and of course the great thing about that is if we have a look at that table, and we go to the bottom, there is no Hurricanes on the bottom now, and the poor old Blues are in the 09. Oh, sorry, in ninth, and of course the Highlanders are there on point differential in 10th, and poor old Drua, well, they're just having to, play for the rest of the year trying to sort something out because. Oh, I mean, 2-8. We know the Drua are better than this.
Yeah, they are. Obviously, they've got a couple of star players out that are facing court action over there for obvious. It's been well presented in the media, but that's not helping their cause. But they are not really going any good this year. I expect better from them, to be fair.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and the Highlanders, I mean, they started off with a hiss and a roar, but have come crashing back down to earth. And, there's no easy games coming up for these teams. I mean, Moana Pacifica, they're up in 8th place, and then the Waratahs, who had the bye last weekend, they've just slipped out. And then if we look at that top 6, now the finals, Chiefs and the Crusaders out by a mile. But this weekend, a few of these teams have a chance to catch up because the Crusaders do have the bye this week, and the Hurricanes, can they? We'll get to it in a minute, but they will have the Chiefs at home, and there won't be any Damian McKenzie, I'm going to guess, in that game. And of course, the Western Force, can they? I mean, I won't start saying predictions yet, but I mean the Force, they are on their way to the Blues. So what we can do though is just have a quick look at what came through. Can anyone catch this man at the top of the Player of the Year table? And when you think of it, Tamoshi Tafatavanaiwai, he's there in second place on 25 points with Tom Hooper. How good is that you're in the team coming second to last and you're second on the table for Player of the Year?
Yeah, he's actually been pretty quiet in the last couple of games. He started off the season with a hiss and a roar, but he's not being as dominant as he could be at the breakdown, and he's obviously getting shut down when he gets the ball out wide. So yeah, but Artie deserves to be there as far as I'm concerned.
All I can think of is he's been shut down, but the thing is, my thoughts are I'm wondering whether he might be carrying a bit of a niggle. I don't know. Let's throw that rumour out there that he might be carrying a niggle and isn't going all that great. But as he's off getting his beer, I'm guessing, because this is after 12.
No. Too early for that.
It's after 12.
No, not till about 4:30, mate.
Okay. So, as I said, we'll just jump straight into it. The Blues are hosting the Force here on Friday night at Eden Park. It is it's a must, isn't it? It's a must for both teams. Western Force can put a nail in the coffin of the Blues, but are they going to get shell-shocked by the Eden Park hoodoo?
I'm not too sure. Obviously, the Force played the Chiefs last week, and they got pretty much shut out of the game by a better team. I think the Force are capable of beating the Blues. It's just they need to get a solid game plan together. Obviously, the Blues will be without Mark Talia for 3 weeks for that tackle. That's caused a bit of stir online, but it had the potential to be a really dangerous tackle if he had landed on his head. He's quite lucky he didn't land on his head, but hopefully we'll see the Blues out of the competition because I'm not a Blues supporter. So.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it has come out. He has been given 3 weeks for the tackle. So he's out for 3 weeks. And as soon as I saw it, the first thing that went through my mind was, why? There was no there was no need for him to do what he did.
No.
Literally. I mean, it was a ridiculous tackle. It was a brain fade of epic proportions. There you go.
Yeah.
So, and of course, I'm a great fan of the Evil Empire of the North. So I'm definitely going west. I'm going to go. The Westies are going to get up, and hopefully all of West Auckland will get out there and support the force because, it'll be just good. I mean, it'll be good for Australian rugby. It'll be good for New Zealand rugby because it might bring a few of these guys back down to earth. Sure, they were champions last year, but it's time to move on. People in the 09.
Yeah, Western Force by 10.
By 10. Okay, I'll go Western Force by 12. There you go. Not that my picking's been all that great in recent times. So if you are in the 09 and you are watching this, comment below. Give us grief about giving you grief. It'll be fun. So after that, though, we go straight to Saturday, and the Drua hosting the Reds in Suva. Well, I don't know why they weren't at Lautoka because they played better there. Is this going to be a banana skin, I suppose, is the words I'm thinking of here for the Queensland Reds? I mean, the Drua, no, they haven't been performing. They are at home, and we haven't seen the team lineups yet. But a few of these teams have been going to Fiji with their B squad, correct? So if the Reds do that, you think they'll be in trouble?
Well, on paper, the Reds should probably win it, but you can never underestimate the Fijian team when they're at home. They've got a couple of their stars back that have been forced to come back into the squad with those two admissions that are probably going to be out for the rest of the year going forward. But I'm going to say Reds by 12.
Okay, well, I will flip that and say I'm going to go. I think the Reds are going to take this game too lightly, and I'm going to go the Fiji by 8. There you go. Only just to keep it interesting, really, because if they win and the Force win, the Blues might be last. Well, not that I'm laughing, but it would be lovely to see. Okay, so it's a weird weekend, this one, because the next game is on at 7 o'clock at the stadium at the mighty Cape Town. And it's the Hurricanes taking on top of the table Chiefs. Now, we do have an image there of Damian McKenzie, but word has it he might not be playing. Is that going to be a problem for the Chiefs?
No, I don't think it will. This has got the potential to be the game of the round. Well, probably will be the game of the round. There's a no love lost between these two teams and the two coaching teams. But yeah, this is. Oh, the way the Canes played against the Brumbies, this is going to be a doozy. But I'm going to go the Chiefs by 3.
Yeah. Well, the thing is also the weather is a bit iffy on Saturday night, so it's going to be a forward battle. And of course, you've got to give it to the Chiefs. They've got a good forward pack, but so does the Canes. And of course, there's only one way I'm going here, and that is definitely the Hurricanes. But I think the Canes might get up by 10. I just think that I think the weather will play an influence in it. We do know the Chiefs don't mind the wet, but after their little sojourn to the Bay Oval last weekend, it was a bit showery at some point, and the ground was soft, and they still blew away the Force. But hey, last I looked, a hurricane's stronger than a Force. So, yeah. So, no, I'm definitely going for the Canes to get up there and do the business. And I'm guessing it's going to be a bit iffy weather. So we'll wait and see what happens there. And then, of course, after that, we've got the battle of the Aussies between the Brumbies and the Waratahs. The Waratahs, of course, had the bye last week. Brumbies coming off that defeat. Nothing worse than a wounded Brumby.
Yeah. The Brumbies obviously lost last week. I'm going to go the Brumbies by 10. I just don't think the Waratahs are in the zone at the moment. I think, I mean, obviously they lost to the Drua the week before, and they were, it was over in Churchill Park in Lautoka, so the heat might have got to them and whatever else. But I just think that they're not quite where they can be at the moment.
Yeah, well, the thing is as well, though, they do have the Drua virus, I'll call it. They don't like travelling on the road themselves. And I actually think the Brumbies are going to pick up a gear here. And I think I'm going to, I don't know why, and I know it's a crazy score, but I think the Brumbies might get up by 20. I think they're just going to be so bitter that they lost against the Hurricanes last weekend. They have a fortress there in Canberra, and they'll be wanting to rectify that result big time. And I think they're just going to blow the Waratahs out of the water. Is that going to come back and bite me on the ass? Don't know. But that's my thoughts. But then the dumb thing, well, it's not a dumb thing. It's pretty good because you can get to have a bit of fun. Sunday, we've got the Rounders finishing off with your Highlanders playing Moana and Artie and company at Forsyth Bar on Sunday afternoon. I don't understand why we don't get more Sunday games. I really don't. I mean, I just don't understand it, why we don't. So Highlanders under the roof, so the weather's not going to be a factor. Can the Highlanders bounce back? And, because at the end of the day, it is a battle of the cellar dwellers, and a win here will keep them in the hunt for top 6. A loss here is pretty much the end of the season.
Yeah, well, I'm a Highlanders man, so I'm always going to back the Highlanders. I'll go the Highlanders by 12, but Moana Pacific are playing really well at the moment, so they're going to be a danger. Obviously, they've got the Savia brothers there, and this is going to be another good game, I think. But yeah, it's a must-win for the Highlanders.
Yeah, well, I'm sort of torn a bit. I mean, could we see another Golden Point game? That, I suppose, is where I'm looking at it. But I am, as I said, got blue and gold in the veins. I will always support the Highlanders myself. They're my second team. So I'll go the Highlanders, and I think they'll get up by 5. There you go. It is going to be a close game in the afternoon. Both teams have a bit of an extra day recovery, I suppose you could say, playing on the Sunday. But then, of course, they have to look through to the following week, next week, because if we have a look at who they're playing next week, the Highlanders do have the bye going into next week, and so does the Pacifica and the Hurricanes. So they're teams who have got the bye next week. So both teams will want to go into that bye round having a bit of a something under their belts anyway, I suppose you could say. But as you can see there, bye week this week belongs to the Crusaders. So, yeah, I'll go Highlanders. Highlanders, you've gone Pacifica. So we've got a good little breakdown of people there. I'll just have a bit of a play around here with our graphics. There we go. Yeah, so what else has been new? Okay, so around the world, we've got the final round this weekend. Is it this weekend? It is this weekend of the World Sevens at Los Angeles. So the top 8 teams are now playing for the World Championship because the World Cup no longer exists. So Argentina are the World Series champions, can they do the double? And because they do pretty well in LA, they've won there in the past, and of course New Zealand there with the Black Ferns and the All Black Sevens. So in the men's, can New Zealand pull anything out of the hat here and upset the odds and take out the world championship?
Hopefully, it'll be good for the good for the country. But you know, the way the competition is at the moment, it's very open, and I think any team can do it.
I know. I mean, it is. And you've only got the top 8 teams having a crack here, so you've only got the 2 pools. It's really frustrated me how the Sevens has gone. I mean, sure, we know it's all about the money, sure, and all that. And reading articles recently, you know, if you're a core team, you get £300,000 for being a core team and all that, which is great, which doesn't go a long way because it must cost them a fortune to travel the world. But when we've been looking at the crowds during the 7 series, like Singapore and all that, about the only biggest crowd we did see was Hong Kong, and that's the only tournament people really care about. But when you look at places like Vancouver and wherever else, even in Australia, in Perth, you know, how can they sit back and go, oh, we've had good crowds? We had bigger crowds here in Wellington. We had bigger crowds at Hamilton. And, you know, I just don't get it. I mean, I've been trying to figure this out for the last couple of years. They keep changing the fixture structure from, you know, 4 pools of 3 or 3 pools of 4. You don't know what competition you're walking into from one tournament to the next. And especially in the men, because, you know, it's sort of like, well, you know, really, New Zealand playing Fiji all the time in a pool game or in a knockout game, when they used to be the perennial finalists. I am finding it interesting. I think Argentina have just got the really good chart hook of the, what do you call it? The draws at the moment, because they are picking up the teams that aren't performing. But then, of course, you got the women, and, well, you'd have to say the Black Ferns are red hot favourites to become world champions again.
Yeah, that was a very strong squad they've selected. They've put together for that. Obviously, there was Portia Woodman, who's come out of retirement, and Braxton Sorensen McGee from Auckland. That she's in there as well. I don't think they were ever going to overlook her. She's a special talent, I think, that girl.
Oh yeah, I know, and of course, you know, with the Black Ferns getting ready for the Pac 4 as well in the 15s, that's going to be interesting to see. I mean, we are in World Cup year, of course, in the women's rugby, so that will be something to look forward to later in the year. Okay, so are we both going to say and keep our heart on our sleeves, I suppose you could say? We both want New Zealand to win the World Championship and keep that trophy. I'm guessing it's the same World Cup trophy, the Melbourne Warriors Cup. So hopefully they can bring them all home.
Yep, that'd be ideal.
Yeah, well, I just want to say welcome to the show, Mr. Craig Werder, Captain Hurricane. He's busy recouping at home after his little incident this year, making Lego, of all things. So he's found a new little hobby, making Lego. I'm just waiting for him to make us a Lego Sky Stadium. There you go, Captain Hurricane. We want to see a Lego Sky Stadium on your news thread. And of course, he goes, "We're back." So yeah, so he'll be picking the Hurricanes to win that. But of course, club rugby is also in full swing. So it will be remiss of me to not ask you, how is your mighty Southern going?
Yeah, we had a loss on the weekend. We went down to a very well drilled Wahora side from Ellesmere. They beat us 38-22. It was a very fast-paced game. But yeah, no, that's all right. We can't win every game, and obviously this weekend it stuck during opening weekend. So there's been a bit of move. There's been a bit of movement with the game. So both our senior sides are playing on Thursday night. The senior Bs are out out at home playing Mount Somers under lights at 7, and the seniors are away up to West Melton Domain to play West Melton in the next round of the Luzetti combined competition.
That's right. I was trying to figure out why they moved the game. I completely forgot that all ducks come to my place on the 1st of May and land in my front yard. Duck shooting season starting this weekend. Club rugby, we look at how it's going throughout the country. We've had some major blowout scores throughout the place, especially down on the West Coast there, where Kiwi got up and completely demolished in round one a few weeks ago, Grey Valley. And then last weekend they got up over Old Boys from Westport by 99 points to 14. I thought, wow, that's a high score. But looking at all the other games, there are some games that have cracked the century mark and raised their bats too. And it'll be interesting to see how some of these teams, hopefully the guys don't get too despondent by that and still show up and play. Because, every team goes through major smashings. I just need to look at my own Johnsonville. We used to get thumped. And now we're, even though they lost last weekend, they beat Hutt Old Boys the weekend prior. In the Wairarapa Bush, they've just finished their round one, basically, the Lane Pen Cup, where Martinborough and Carterton finish top of the table on each of their pools. So they'll play off this weekend for the Lane Pen Cup final. And then, of course, the team I'm helping support this year, East Coast from Wharirima, over there in the Wairarapa East Coast, they'll be up against Greytown for the second place. Marist, Marsden and Marist, that is, they'll be up against Marsden and Red Star. And then there will be a battle for the wooden spoon between Ekatahuna and Pioneer. The good thing is all these games I've just mentioned, this is my point, early in the season, we're only 4 weeks in, but they will all be played at Memorial Park there in Marsden. It'll be a big celebration day of club rugby early on before they jump into their premiership of the Moose Company Cup. I just think that's great because, all the teams can get together. You can sort of celebrate the start of the season as well. It's a great initiative. But then, you look at all the other games around the country, everyone's pretty much into it now. I do know, and going through my Tribe app this morning, a lot of unions are now on the Tribe app, but you have to go hunting for them because Tribe have hooked into the RX Explorer system. So the reason I'm just saying that is I've also noticed that the Wairarapa reserves are in there now. I had nothing to do with that. But sometimes those results on Explorer are incorrect. So please take the results that you see on a Saturday afternoon with a grain of salt until you actually get the official word from the unions of the results. But the reason I'm saying that is a lot of people do know that I do stuff with Tribe, and I don't want to be getting messages at 4:30 on a Saturday afternoon bitching at me saying the results are wrong. So just take those results as a guide until you see the official results on the normal channels or websites. Just
a bit more on that. I think it's a responsibility of the team managers to keep that Rugby Explorer updated as the games progress. But I've noticed that the points tables and all that take a while to update. They might not update till the next day. I'm not too sure what that's about. But as you said, sometimes the results are incorrect or they're behind the 8 ball. But they eventually get there. It takes a bit of time.
And to those viewers that are watching, a lot of people now, especially after COVID, and this is where the horse bolted the gates and we can't actually close those gates anymore. You might be watching a live stream of a game somewhere on social media or seeing a result and then saying, hang on, I was at that game and the result was incorrect. you do have to wait because they still have to sign off the results on a Monday morning at the offices of those unions. So, I mean, you just don't know what might have happened. A team might have played an unregistered player, and the other team then said, hey, Mike wasn't registered to play for Southern this year. Why did he play? And then they will, reverse the result and make that team default. So until the unions actually post anything on their media channels, please take everything with a grain of salt. Don't get upset with the unions if you see results coming up that are incorrect, because, the men and women in the offices, and normally women, they work really, really hard on a Saturday to bring you results and updates. So just give them a grain of salt and think, yay, my team won by 10 points, not 100. So, and if they do win by 100, don't moan, because this has happened in the past when they go, oh, we got 2 points. They only won by 98. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. But at the end of the day, still get along to your clubs, support them. And that's about it. I'm happy to say the computer didn't die on me during the broadcast. So, yeah. Any other gossip from down in the south?
Yep, the Mid-Canterbury Sports Awards are coming up, and there's been a couple of nominations. Maddie Winter's been nominated for Coach of the Year, and the Mid-Canterbury Heartland team has been nominated for Sports Team of the Year. So best of luck to the team there and Coach Maddie. And also, just a wee shout-out to Kahu Tamatea, who put on the YMP playing strip on the weekend and got back out there.
Well, yeah, and I mean, awards are always good, but it's a bit late, isn't it? We're halfway through a new season. And to Jackson at Bay of Plenty, kia ora, Jackson. We'll see you on Friday, of course. And if you have any of those referee stuff, flick it through. But yeah, it's sort of like, I mean, not a lot going on. Tipping competition. I no longer now lead the Might of Red and White tipping comp. Yeah, I didn't play my wild card this week, so I've slipped down to second place, and Mr. Anderson, who supports both West Coast and Buller, is now the leader of that. And of course, I'm just at the moment still leading the Wellington comp. But the thing is, there are links on our Facebook page. You can still join in, even though we're a couple of rounds in for that competition. The reason I say that is I've got gift bags to give away of some stuff. So jump on there, and in those next 2 rounds, play your wild card, double your points, and you might be leading the pack and be in line to win one of a few gift packs, supporting the Jubilee Trophy down there on the West Coast and Buller. So yeah, I would have put the link up, but I'm as useless as anything. I'm not prepared because I was having computer issues. But that's about the show. Short, sharp, sweet one today. Any parting words?
Good luck to all the teams this week. Super coaches, management, club rugby. The weather's not looking too flash down here. We might have a wet game on Thursday, but that's all right. We're still well on the hunt for both our respective competitions, and it's still early doors yet. So go the Chiefs and go the Highlanders, and go the mighty men of Southern.
Okay, and I'll just say go the mighty Canes to keep Mr. Werder happy, and also I just remembered too, if you check out I think it was the Bay of Plenty newspaper report. I should have grabbed it. A player got majorly injured up in the Bay of Plenty Club Rugby last weekend in a really rare, bizarre accident where he sustained head injuries. There is a Give a Little page there. We'll share it over to our Facebook page so people can, if they want to help out the family, they can do that. Reading all the reports, it was a very rare, very, very, very rare injury, which is a bit unlucky. and it was in a Prem game as well. Player from Mount Maunganui, and so we wish him all the best in his recovery, and hopefully people can get behind his family and whānau to sort out how they move ahead. So otherwise, that's about it for this week. We will end the show now, and I might just get you to stay with us there for a bit there, Mike, after we go off here. But otherwise, until later, we'll catch us all, and I find my thing. Later.